Hey, great Avon team. I am coming out today with some Friday focus. I told you guys I would continue to keep sharing some of the things that I learned from boot camp in Georgia and with Bob Heilig, and I have shared several of his videos on our team page. I'm hoping that you've been watching those and paying close attention to what Bob shares, because I couldn't even repeat it as good as he says it. So I'm trying and I'm learning, and my hope is that you'll learn with me too. There's just a lot of information to try to get out, and I just cannot do it all at one time. So little by little on a Friday focus, I will share some of the different things that Bob has shared with us, that he crammed in a couple of other people that they had sharing with us too. Crammed it all into a 2-day weekend. So it was madness. But anyway, I hope you all had a nice Christmas, and I'm wishing you all a very happy new year. I hope 2017 will be everything you want and more. I hope you've got goals and plans already starting to be set in place. I would love to work with those of you who have not already started to make a plan of action for 2017. I know typically we have a tendency to say we're going to do a like a New Year's resolution, if you will, but sometimes they're just resolutions they always fall through the cracks. I guess that's the best way to put it. But if you resolve that you are going to do something and you make a goal for yourself, I think most of the time what we have a tendency to do is make some great big long list of things that we're going to accomplish in 2017, when really what we probably need to do is get a small list, maybe 1 to 2, 3 things that we can conquer and do it in chunks. So if you say, you know, that your goal in 2017 is to make $1 million, do you have a plan for that? Or maybe your goal in 2017 is to lose 100 pounds. Do you have a plan for that? You know, or maybe your plan, or maybe your goal is to decide on, you know, who, maybe making some new friends, talking to more people, getting out more. Okay, so do you have a plan for that? Sometimes it's the things that we don't plan for that really can wreak havoc on us. So there should always be a plan of action. I know when I first started this business, I think all I did was just slap mud on the wall. Really. And I just hoped that something would stick. And this is a business of numbers. It's a numbers game. So definitely you got to talk to as many people as you can and get as many books in the hands of as many people as you can and follow up with as many people as you can. So it's definitely a numbers game. But certainly you're not going to have any numbers if you're just sitting on your duff and eating bonbons all day. I don't do that. I don't think anyone else is doing that, but I just had to throw it out there just in case. Or maybe not bonbons, maybe it's cookies. That is a weakness for me, I'll admit. But anyway, I hope that you all have got some great plans geared up for 2017, and I would love to help you make those plans if you don't already have something figured out. You know, get with me, message me, call me, got my number, just, you know, let's get connected, and we have to set a plan, because if you say you want to sell $500 every campaign, and right now you're selling only $100 every campaign, if you don't have a plan of action and you just keep doing the same thing over and over, hoping that you're going to sell $500, heavens, we got a problem. That's not going to work. They say insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. So let's not go insane trying to hit your goal because you haven't changed any of your actions. We have to create new habits and make new things happen. So 2017, a new year, is a chance to redeem yourself and to do something different. So I want to encourage you all to do that. So that's enough about that. What I really wanted to share with you for my Friday focus was kind of what I wanted to build on, something that I shared in a few of Bob's videos. He talked about confidence, and I think there would probably be no better topic to start out the new year than to share how to get your confidence back. Maybe you've slid into a hole and feel like you're not doing enough, or you know, for whatever reason, you're just not having the success that you want. And confidence is important. It's how we carry ourselves. It's what people see about us. It's why people want to be with us. It's why people want to shop with us. It's why people want to, you know, connect with us. So two key areas that involve confidence and help us to get confidence that are very important, and sometimes they're overlooked frequently. But they're two incredible sources in building your confidence, and they kind of go hand in hand. And if you don't work at these two things, they actually can drain you. So I will share what those two things are here in just a second. But first, I wanted to also tell you, I wanted to remind a few of you that you should have gotten one of these little things for the Priefer Preview. And this is huge. There's a new fragrance that's coming out. Campaign 9, today, tomorrow, always. It's Absolute Parfum. I know it's going to smell great because that whole line smells amazing. But I just wanted to make sure you guys don't miss out on that. I know it's a $122.25 value. We are getting it at a 50% discount. The award sales are $109.98, and our cost is $54.99. It does say that if we don't wish to get this offer, that we have to cancel it by January 22nd. So not to say that I'm encouraging anybody to cancel it, but I know January is a tough month. And I know we just had Christmas, and so I just want to be sure that you all, if you had missed an order, it should have been in your last order. You should have gotten a little shiny flyer just like this, just like I did. But if you missed an order for some reason and didn't get it, I wanted you to know about it. So it's coming. If you are signed up for Priefer Preview, and our cost will be $54.99. So if that $54.99 is going to put you in a deep hole, I do not want that for you. So be sure to call that 800 number. In fact, I'm just going to give you the number to call if you have to call it. It's 1-866-516-2866. It's a toll-free number. You just call them and let them know that you are signed up for the Priefer Preview, but at this time you wish to not accept this particular preview, and they will make sure that it does not get sent to you. And therefore your account will not be billed for that $50 or $54. So I just want to make sure I let you guys know that, because I saw it and I thought, I know January is a tough month, and sometimes they're only like a $30 one, but this one is a $55 one. So I just wanted to be clear so you guys don't get sticker shock or something. You know, you pull out your invoice and you go, what? I got charged. And then you think you didn't even order anything but one little thing, and then you have this coming. So I just want to make sure that we all know that. And January 22nd is the deadline to call and let Avon know if you do not want it. Okay, so now back to what I was going to share with you, and I've been keeping you waiting. The two things that will help you build confidence are caring and connection. So let's talk about caring first. We all have a deep need to connect with people in our lives. If you ask yourself the question, do you feel like you are caring for the people in your life the way you want to? And do you feel cared for by the people in your life that surround you? You want to start caring for others more. That will actually start building your confidence. Hey Lynn, I see you're on. Well, I got one so far, so maybe later some others will join us or they'll watch us later. But anyway, start caring for others, and more will start to build. More caring for others will actually help you start building your confidence. I know that sounds crazy, but I realize that even in my own life, I care about a lot of people, and not just my own family. Of course, I care about my family, but I have a team of people with Avon that I love dearly. Oh, like family. Yeah, y'all are like family to me. So, gosh, here I go again. I tell you, I don't know what it is. I start to talk about something, and it's really close to home. So, it really makes me think. And as I was listening to Bob and I was reading back through his notes, I started really thinking, I started processing that whole caring thing and who I care for, how I care for them. And it's all in what we do and how we make that. It's like he said in his setting, they kind of connect, because when you care for somebody, you're connecting with them. But that, I'll share a little bit about that here in a minute. But if you are caring for others, it is going to exude some confidence from you. And then, are you taking good care of yourself? So caring isn't always just about caring about others. That's definitely one big thing. If you're thinking about others and putting others before yourself, I have actually seen people get in this business and got into leadership and crack the whip. They just hoe down on their people, and they're not nice. They're bossy, and they try to tell everybody what to do because they see themselves as a manager, which is fine. I mean, you can feel like you're the manager of your business because you are, hashtag boss life. But if you take it to the extreme where all you see is a money bag hanging over a person's head and they're not performing, they're not doing what they need to do. I've had representatives before in the past who've done leadership, who have done exactly that. They call me and complain, oh, my downline's not doing blah, blah, blah. My downline didn't do this. Now I'm not going to get my check. Okay, sign up a new person. Sign up someone else. Can't push a wet noodle up a hill. Gosh, I mean, really. So, what can I say? But you still love that person. They can't, maybe it's not their right timing. Maybe something, but whatever it is, you can't get all caught up in the what's not happening. So that means you have to move on to somebody else. But the fact that what I see is them not caring about that person. I see them looking at that person more as what they're going to do for them. And that's not how this business works. It really doesn't work that way. If you can't put others first and you can't think about how you're going to help somebody, the more people you help in the long run, eventually it'll come back to you. Some people call that karma. Some people call that doing the right thing. Some people call it blessings. There's all kinds of things that involve that, but caring goes much deeper. So I'm going to definitely tell you to think about how you're caring for others. But another really huge thing that he shared was about caring for yourself. So when you care for yourself, which is equally important, if you aren't taking good care of you, think about it. Have you been practicing self-care? What we notice sometimes with successful people, I'm just even going to throw this out there. A couple people right off the bat that I know that we all know them, and we've seen a video or two from them. Molly Stone Bibb shared she got a Fitbit, I think that's what it's called. She lost a lot of weight. She looks amazingly great. She's been trying to eat healthier, making better choices on different things. So, and some of those things she shares, that didn't have anything to do with her Avon business per se. That was just her making her better. Milagros Garcia, same thing. My friend in Florida, I love her to pieces. You know, I know sometimes she may fall off the bandwagon. She has said numerous times, I'm working on this. Like, she'll have a workout routine. She even take a buddy with her and do all that good stuff. And then sometimes she, you know, falls back and out of the routine or whatever, but she jumps right back on and takes care of herself again. And I admire that, because, you know, we all fall off the bandwagon every now and then. So we all need a buddy system, somebody to encourage us in the right direction. So I am here to encourage you to get on the bandwagon, start taking good care of yourself, because you're the only you got. And if you don't feel good about yourself, you certainly aren't going to convey that to other people. If you feel poorly about yourself, then you are not going to exude any kind of confidence. You're going to walk with your head hung low, and feel shameful, whatever it is. It doesn't matter I can think of several different things. I mean, it could be that you don't have good hygiene, you don't take good care of yourself that way. It could be you feel because you're 50 pounds overweight that hinders you from doing things. It could be because you're, you know, maybe there's something else. Maybe it's a type of thing that nobody else knows. Maybe you do have a health concern that's kind of secret, and it's going on with you on the inside, but nobody else knows because you haven't explained it to anyone, and that's okay. But as long as you know you're trying to take care of it, that's the important thing. So most importantly, what you see with successful people, like the few that I just named, the mentality. You see they eat better, they work out, they take time to meditate, they take time to, you know, there's just more vitality there because they're taking time to do those things to take care of themselves. It's almost like, I'm just going to tell you a crazy comparison, but, you know, when you're on the airplane, if you've ever rode on a plane before, if not, I'm going to inform you of something you didn't know, but you're going to know now. When you're sitting there as a passenger, there's, you know, a row of people there, and you sometimes are sitting beside somebody you don't know, or you could be sitting beside your child, or someone else's child, or, you know, just someone else. Anyway, they give this, my mind just went blank, sorry. Ooh, Lynn, you're listening, help me out here. What is the attendant? Anyway, the sky attendant, she or he will have a little doodaddy thing that it drops out, and it's oxygen. So they take this thing and they show you that how to put it on, what to do, in case of an emergency. But what they tell you is take care of yourself first. Don't try to take care of everybody else. If you take care of you first, then you can help other people, which that would seem in reverse, because you think if you're trying to, stewardess, thank you, Lynn, I cannot think of the name, it's escaping me. So yes, the stewardess. So when they explain how to use that oxygen mask, what they tell you is to put it on yourself first. So put your oxygen mask on, people. Put yours on first. Take care of you first. You can't help anybody else if you don't help you first. So taking care of you is very, very important. Mentally, physically, you're more fit, and you put yourself in a different environment. So if you're in a toxic relationship, or you're in a toxic position at work or wherever, I know you might think the pay is good, but is it worth it, having to go in and listen to all that all the time? It's gonna drill you. It's gonna take you down. So definitely keeping things in a positive environment helps stimulate your confidence. So basically, in covering the topic of caring, are you caring for others the way you should? Are they caring back for you? And if they're not, then that might be an indication that you're not very caring. So you may want to evaluate that. And are you caring for yourself? So self-care, be sure that you take good care of yourself. So that's number one. The second one is connection. So caring first, the second one is connection. We all want to connect with people and situations that we're in. We all want to feel loved. Kind of want the love connection, if you will. And when I say that, it doesn't just mean I'm not just talking like a boyfriend girlfriend love or husband wife love. I'm talking love in general. Agape love, we love everybody. And I'm not talking like I love ice cream. Where I'm talking a genuine feeling of care, kind of love for people. Making that connection with people will definitely help exude confidence for you. We always feel more confident when we're loved. It's just a proven fact. So something that Bob shared with us that sounds kind of like totally ridiculous, but at the same time I'm noticing, or I'm getting this because I've been trying to share these Friday Focus with you guys. Lynn likes ice cream too. Okay, that's our different kind of love, right, Lynn? What he said was that sharing a live video is important in helping us to build love. Now, does that not sound crazy? But every time I do a Friday Focus, I get all teary. Or maybe not every time, but there's been several times. So it is occurring to me that Bob has a point. He really does. He has a very good point, a very valid point, that when you're sharing with people, and I'm doing this live, my goal is to connect with you. And I used to use email. I used to try to make phone calls. The group has gotten larger. I don't just have 10 people on the team anymore, so it's challenging to try to reach out to people and get connected and and make that love connection. But yet I want people to know that they're cared about and they're being thought of. And there is no better way than to do a live video. It doesn't take as much time. It's quick, or it can be quick. Sometimes my videos have taken a little bit longer than I want them to. I was trying to make this one a little bit shorter. Hopefully I won't take a whole hour. But anyway, he was saying that if you share a live video, what you end up doing, he was saying mostly to share your video, like I'm doing this on our team page, but he said to just pick a topic, something that you enjoy, something that maybe you heard a tidbit from your pastor, or you were reading a book and something stood out to you, just a quick 2-minute video or something like that, where you're just sharing something that means something to you. You eventually, because you're sharing that on your page, on your personal page, you're going to build know, like, and trust, which once you do that, you're trying to create value. So eventually in this whole connection process, as people get to know you more, it becomes know, love, and trust. So I know, and here's another good example, how many of us could say we love Molly Stone Bibb. Now she has a few haters, don't get me wrong. I love Molly, but I know she's straightforward, and some people don't like that. They don't want straightforward. They want to be sugar-coated and this and that, and Molly doesn't do that. So she may not be their cup of tea, but of all those people on her page, she's got sure a good load of people who love her for who she is. So he is basically telling us to do a live video. So I'm going to encourage you to do a live video. Something small, just something you read about or whatever that meant something to you. You know, post that on your personal page. Get some attention that way. Share with people something that means something to you. If you're sharing that love, people will reciprocate it back. And that helps build your confidence. As strangely as it sounds, it does build your confidence. I know at one point I was asked when I hit Honor Society, no, Rose Circle, sorry. I know the district manager had asked me if I would go up and share in front of a whole group of people at an Avon meeting. Will I share how I do my basket, and it seems to be really working for me, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, and I didn't think too much about it because I know what I do and how I do it. But I tell you, when you get up in front of a bunch of people, it's like you get, I don't know, shock. You look out and see a lot of people, and it's okay to talk to 2 or 3 or 4 people, or even a small group of 10 people. But hundreds of people is a little, it's a little out there. So, you know, for me, that was huge. But I'm learning confidence because of sharing and doing these kind of things. And so just taking that initiative to take the first step. You want to ask yourself a few things. So if you do the live video, that is definitely one thing. And the best way to get love is to give love. And life is short. So, you know, take time now to do what you can, because we aren't guaranteed tomorrow. That's for sure. Do you accept and love yourself? And that's the first place you got to start. Again, this same thing as caring. You got to come back to you. If you don't accept and love yourself first, you really are going to have a hard time loving others. And there's a lot of unlovable people out there. It just goes without saying. And you're going to get people on your team who might not be so lovable. But how are you going to work with them? What are you going to do to help them? And sometimes people are unlovable just because we don't know what they're going through. And if we just show a little compassion, a little bit of sympathy, and, you know, just kindness goes a long way. So, anyway, it starts with us, and if we don't love ourselves first, it's hard to share that with others. Trying to think what else. There was a couple other things he says. But anyway, making a choice today with caring and connection, those 2 things, if you learn how to leverage them in the right way, work it together, that will help you build confidence. It sounds like it's being crazy, 2 things that seem so simple, but I know he's telling truth. So I hope this has helped you, and in some small way, to build your confidence today. Love somebody, and love yourself. Care for others. Care for yourself. And I have one little thing that I read out of the Zig Ziglar, my little Zig Ziglar book that I read from daily, and it's about to come to an end. I got to start all over, and I've had some days where I've missed. But yesterday's really struck me more than what today's did. So I'm going to share with you yesterday's. Persistence is what makes the impossible possible, the possible likely, and the likely definite. I just thought that was really cool. And it has the author of that saying, Robert Half. So persistence is what makes the impossible possible, the possible likely, and the likely definite. I think that's pretty good. We could all use that little word for 2017. What do you think? Anyway, thank you for joining me today, Lynn. I hope others will get to take a moment and listen in. And I wish you all a wonderful and happy new year. I won't be on here again until next year. So time will go by very fast over the weekend. Got flea mall stuff to do, and it's going to be busy. So I really look forward to connecting with everyone and anyone who would like my help for 2017 to get a game plan in action. Let's get that game plan rolling and start working on some things to either build your team or to start working on your sales, whatever it is that you want. Hey, Charlene, joining in at the very end here. You can go back and listen. You know, whatever it is that you're needing, I'm here for you. Your upline is here for you. District managers are very helpful. So let's put them to work. And we should have sales meetings in 2017 that are being planned. So, you know, plan to attend something. Maybe your leader has something planned for you. So whatever you need, you know, there's going to be somebody there. Just reach out to them. We're all here to help you. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And if there's a topic in 2017 that you would like for me to cover, please definitely leave that so that I can go back over that and do my own research and have some information to share with you regarding that. Thanks so much, guys. You have a wonderful day. Talk to you later. Bye.